Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch for you guys today. And today we have Rarity Collection as it settled down, and it's actually sold quite a bit. We also got some other buyouts and quarter centuries on low listing. So if you guys enjoy these kinds of market watches, make sure to smash that like button. If we get 100 likes on this video, that would be great. Is RA2 another hit? Not really in my opinion, but hey, it's got something for everybody at least. Subscribe if you have not already. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. Check out Whatnot, my other sponsor. You get $15 if you register with my code on your next purchase. And they have more than just Yu-Gi-Oh! And check out Tapio Cards. Use code SAKU for 5% off. They have a lot of awesome stuff that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Merchandise, from deck boxes and sleeves to like hats and keychains, mats. Go check it out. And thank you to all my YouTube channel members. I appreciate it. And remember, let me know what cards we're going over in the next Mark Watch in the comment section below. And we're going to get right to it. So, this is what I'm going to do with Rarity Collection 2. I'm going to tell you guys what I think is a good pickup, what's not, and a few general rules. With one of the general rules being that a lot of players like the Platinum Secret Rares more than the Quarter Centuries, or just as much, or very close. Including myself. Personally, I'm not a fan of the 25th stamp, so I'm basically getting an actual quarter century or a Starlight Rare instead of a quarter century. So I personally prefer not quarter centuries, platinums, believe it or not. And the price difference is just a big cherry on top. So, first of all, if you spent $1,200, $1,250 or more on your case, good job, you lost a lot of money. Like I said, you should put this money in Rarity Collection 1. Even now, by the way, not, oh, well, I can't change it. No, even now, you could have gotten Rarity Collection 1 at the price of around close to 120 for a box of this, and would have been fine. Now, IP $68.70 here. I mean, we knew this and Oppo were going to be the big hits. And I think the reason people are kind of not so sold on Oppo is because, while it's a great card to have, it looks good and it's matter relevant. People do remember last ban list. They do remember how some of the core centuries they had, like Baron, Savage, got banned within 7 months. So they're kind of looking at Oppo, and I think people are looking at IP a little bit too. And on, time might be up. Drolls at 53, 55. I expected this because we had the older hand traps like Ghost Spell where they were like 12, 15, day 1, day 2, day 3. And then they soared up to 40, 50 because people realized, wait, why are we letting quarter century hand traps be less than $20? So that's kind of what happened with Droll. I kind of expected this. Crossout Designator, I mean, it's a very popular card at $50 here. But just notice how if you buy a box of this, you're probably not going to make, the chances you make your money back are kind of slim. Crossouts are 48, 49 though. Ghost Ogre Alternate Arts, I mean, check back what I said for Droll. I do think the Drolls are pretty good to get. I think those are really nice. I don't think Crossout has a chance of getting hit. A lot of people are saying that. If you want Crossout at 50, look, it's not going to get hit. I highly doubt that. Cosmic Cyclone at 40 is kind of shocking. I think that can go a lot lower. Mourner at 30, $40 here. This card just needs to be out of the format for a bit, and then it'll probably go down. So I don't know if I would be grabbing these either. Access code, people said, oh, this could get banned, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you want for 6-7 months, it's $40 or less. If not, well, get yourself a quarter century or a platinum, my fault. Like I said, I really do think that if you're worried about some of these cards, or you really just want these cards because of how they look, right, and you don't plan on reselling them, go get yourself a platinum. It's going to save you a lot more money. You're going to be able to get your playset for really cheap. Dragoon at 30, very good pickup, because I'm going to tell you why. Not only has this card been meta, it's good, there's the brand version with it, and this card comes in and out of the meta for probably ever since it's come out, I think the last 3-4 years, this card's come out. I personally think this card is busted, but it's also a collector card. Collectors want this, and they're going to care about the quarter century stamp, while as your average player might not really care. $30, this is the pick. Now, Crow. I think Crow's pretty good. I don't like the price tag personally on it, but, you know, if you get it for cheaper, it's not bad. Alternate arts are cheaper. I guess people really did not like the alternate arts over the regular arts, but I always loved regular art Droll. I mean, it just has so much personality with it. It looks beautiful. I also do like how we have almost no pictures of Rarity Collection 2 still. and it is Monday. So yeah, fantastic. But yeah, I like the Ultra. I would just prefer the regular, but I don't think the Ultra Art's bad by any stretch of the imagination. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World at less than $20. I will keep an eye on this. If it keeps dropping, I think getting your one copy, very good. Very, very good. In fact, I'm actually going to make sure that it goes up to 24. If you want to grab at 2021, it's not like it's terrible. Don't get me wrong. I just see it going down further as a better one. Better pickup. Solemn Judgment at $19-20. Now, granted, this does have the Core Century stamp. It is an old classic card. And if people start playing this, it's going to be good. Same with Foolish Burial. Personally, I think you see Foolish Burial at the 48 listings here. 37 for the Judgment. I would probably play the waiting game, but these are two that you have on your list to knock out after Dragoon. Even though I personally have no interest in Solemn Judgment because you guys know my opinion on Quarter Centuries versus Platinums. I'd just rather get the Platinum. They look just as good, and they cost nothing close. I wonder if Konami's actually going to change Platinum Rares because of that, or if they're going to keep it. I hope they keep it. But then we got Pod Duality, Quarter Century Secret Rare. These are very interesting because this card should have been in Rarity Collection 1, but I guess they didn't have the room. And if they had to cut a pot card, Duality is probably the pot card to cut out of Prosperity and Extrav. 24 listings. A lot of players are like, huh, I want to get these at normal price. 18, 19. My problem is I don't think the demand is going to keep up. Well, at least it hopefully does it. And this card is going to drop a lot. But if it does keep dropping, might be good to grab. Garura, I mean, it's a super poly target. We always knew that was going to be around 20. Magician Souls. Now, I saw this at 11-12 recently, and I thought to myself that was ridiculous. I actually think this was a terrible price to have it. I mean, it's not going to show here, but now they're 18. I think that $18, this is a great Quarter Century pickup. Even at this price, fantastic. Poly is interesting. I mean, you got for Poly, guys, a collector card. Definitely a card you're going to want to grab. Now, if you get a deal on it, less than the $17, $18 it is, definitely worth it. Charge of Light Brigade. A lot of people are like, oh, Edison. We can pick this up for Edison, blah, blah, blah. Edison players are probably going to want high rarity back then. They're probably not going to... Quarter Century will just look very weird because you're not going to have any other Quarter Centuries. Granted, it isn't one of all that. Like Nimble Hamster, for example, right? I didn't want a Quarter Century of that either. I actually just picked up the Secret Rare, and I'm glad. Maybe I'll get a CR for $1, exchange it, see how I want it, play it. Sure, but I wouldn't get a Quarter Century. Aluber, people like Galzo want their max rarity, deck. They want this to match with all their other Starlight / Quarter Centuries. That's why this card is going to kind of retain a decent amount of value, is for matching only. Again, I think this was a bad pick. We have an ulti. We've had multiple reprints of this card. Wasted slot. Phantasme at not much. A lot of people don't like the alternate art. 15 here, going up to 18. So it seems like the vendor market or the people on TCG Player have decided that $18 is where we want to have a lot of these, hand traps. Now, the platinum, right, is 15. A lot of people, again, they're going for the platinums here, and I don't blame them at all. $18. I mean, going up to 25. If you just want this card to play it and it looks good, think about it. Would you rather spend $42, $45 for an altar, or would you spend that exact same amount of money for a playset but it doesn't have the 25th? I mean, that's a lot of people are kind of picking up the platinums. You got your Oppos here. I think this is the platinum. People are like, well, if it might get banned anyway, let me play with the just as good looking version for a third of the price. That's kind of how people are looking at it. Now, your Droll and Lockbird Platinums are $20. These are actually a lot lower. I don't know if TCG Player could show you. Yeah, they were like 8s. And now they basically doubled, which is insane. So I want to show you guys, hey, these Platinums, people are really valuing. So I think that's kind of what's going to help, because if your Quarter Centuries are bad, let's say your Quarter Centuries, you pull, say, $50, right? Your Platinums could carry you to 100, possibly, right? So it helps, like, plussing off this set, which is kind of interesting. Chimera at 15 is okay, I guess. Seals, quarter century, that has low listings. I mean, this card is iconic. 15 bucks here does go up. If you want to grab this card as low listings, $15 to make sure you have it. Not too bad. Book of Moon, that's going to keep going down. IP, Platts. Is this the Plat Secret? Oh my gosh. $40 for your Plat Secret. This is better than a lot of quarter centuries. And yeah, you see right here, these were 12s going up to 10. Yeah, I felt like, yeah, if you realized that people were gonna love the Plats just as much as the quarter centuries and you went in on the Plats on Friday, good job. You could have made a down payment on a house. Yeah, I'm not surprised at that, but I feel at that point, just to retain some value, I would get the quarter century, but I don't know. I think I have my secret. Actually, no, I actually did pick up a plat for no, I did pick up a plat for $12 actually. Okay, never mind. Okay, no, I actually won on this technically, even though I just wanted my copy to play with. I also have a secret. Alternative. This is a card not to get right now, but I would keep an eye out on. This is the core century, right? Good. Yeah. 15 go up to 20. This card's probably going to drop, and then you can go grab it. That's kind of what I think here. You've got your Pearly at like 13, Hope Harbinger at very low listings, actually. I actually think Hope Harbinger at 14 has this wall here at 50, so wait for it to maybe go down to $10, $9. Then you could go grab that. That's actually a very good card that they had. I don't know why this is money. Enemy controller, no. Skill drain. If you want it. We already went through Droll. Slayers are cheap. Mind controls. Mind controls are actually not bad at $12. I would just have a playset matching secrets, though. I don't know. It's hard to describe. The Raikos, I kind of just am happy that if I choose to get a Raiko that's not gold, I could pick this up for a fifth of the price that the first set supers were. That does make me happy. But I actually did pick up the secret Raikos, by the way, guys. So I picked up a little bit of stuff. I just want like plain secrets, I guess, this time. Then you have Psalm Strikes here at 22 listings. This card is definitely a card to pick up. Same with Judgment, 12 bucks, 21 listings. Hopefully, okay, so there's already a light play. Okay. 12 bucks. I don't know what you did, but yeah. And then you have some of these other cards here, like the Platinum Crows are bought out. Gold Sark, Saravis. I think Saravis is weird being that high, since only one deck's gonna play it. I would definitely say whatever I told you guys to pick up / keep an eye out on, I definitely would. Besides that, is there any cheaper pickup? I think the Twins aren't bad at $8. Absolutely not. Psalm Warning, I think that's just not the best. The Platinum Dragoons might be good because if they... Oh, actually, no, never mind. They're $8. I thought... How do you already have it damaged? I was going to say, at $3 when the Platinums are 30, this is definitely good. But if the Platinums already tripled, I mean... I don't know how I feel about that too much. So, this is some cards that went up because of Rarity Collection 2 that some people aren't looking at. Now, I know a lot of you probably already know Ulti Pearly. I told you guys to get this at 12. It was a very, very easy pickup. People wanted to match high rarity other Pearly. And right now, they're about 22, sure, but they bottom out. And in fact, that is me. At 36 here, 25. Going up to 42.70. This is definitely a card that's been soaring. But what you guys don't understand is that these super rares that were considered 10 cents bulk, like people were leaving this on like locals tables are all around me. I go to quite a few locals. Supers, $1.50, $2 here for your happy memories. This card was nothing. Now it's $2. Then you have your plumps. This is from Amazing Defenders. This isn't even an OTS super. $1. 51 listings. Apparently, these are getting soaked up. In fact, I'll be going over this to see some more Pearly buyouts, but memories, right? These are $3, $5, $6 for your sleepy memories. Insane. Noirs, your nothing ultra rares that were like literally 50 cents. $3 here, going up to $4. In fact, we're just going to use this to go through the Pearly stuff. $1. Right? And going up to $2, no listings. Your quarter century noirs, these were 25, maybe 30. Now they're 40, going up to $62 here. for your noirs. I mean, the Pearly stuff has been going up and up. In fact, I actually want to see if any of their Pearly cards actually had value super wise. Um yeah, this one you don't really need this. Uh yeah, nothing else. Okay, cool. So, uh Tokusa, I'm gonna mispronounce the shit out of this, by the way. So if I pronounce this correctly, you gotta hit the like button, alright? Tokusana Shinkyojin. Yeah, you thought I was gonna pull a Sakurasu special and mispronounce the shit out of this. Not today. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut twice a day. Anyway, these are actually getting bought out. This is just the generic draw card. People are testing this in Ubel as well. I know that trains love this card too. You got 2 copies here for 20, but they do go up to 50 right over here. So card is going up by far. The normal secret rares though are about $5. I think that's very fair for a secret. Jasmine's ultra rares here from Dual Power. This card is still worth way too much damn money. And I mean way too much damn money. These are 23, 27, 30, but remember, this says first edition. $27, $33 for your Jasmines. This card literally has changed plant for the last year and a half or two. This card, I feel like it won't be a good card in Rarity Collection, but they really should have reprinted this card. This might be a hot take, but perhaps an ulti and OTS 23 instead of enemy controller, which sucks because I actually love ulti enemy controller. If you guys don't know, I love the swirl ultis. They're really cool. They're not as good as older ultis, nowhere close, but I'm happy to be happy with ultis again. Although Konami giving enemy controller quarter century immediately did piss me the fuck off. But this would have been a better ulti instead. In fact, we'll look at enemy controller today. It's kind of like a meme at this point on the channel. How much are you guys today? Yeah, 27. I won't want to sell my copies either. What's Thrust at? Thrust 75. So that's how we're thrusting into the new year. It's May. It's been a long year already. I don't know if you guys feel like that, but 45, 55 for your Fens. So you know that's what he's crack-a-lacking at. Jasmine's here, the regular secrets. I want to go over this because I always type in just Jasmine, and I saw these were on low listings. You got about $10 here for your first editions here. Then they go up to about 14, $16 here. All right, and I remember this card being bought out, so you know, looks like it's somewhat repopulated, but you know, by a few playlists. Future silence here, quarter centuries are still very low. 50, 63, 65, 70s here for your quarter century future silence. Dragon links here are 120, 140, 155. This is definitely a card that you guys want to keep an eye out on. Like, I really do think this is the big card to get from Legacy of Destruction. A lot of people are loving play with the new Lightswarm stuff, and it's definitely a deck that I actually kind of want to play with, to be perfectly honest. Promethean of Flames, 180, 202, 225 today. A lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, I feel like we've moved on from Fire. Well, it's still topping a lot. Maybe it's not exactly a tier 0 format, but I think the big thing is that people got bored of playing this. Like, I want to keep it a buck here. People just got bored of playing this. I know a lot of people who know how to play it. They had the deck and they sold it off because they were like, you know what? I just want to play something else. You know, I've got my invites. I've topped already. That's how a lot of people feel. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh man, Snake Eyes is falling off, because it's not. People just get bored. That's happened with decks in the past quite a bit. So, and people just don't want to admit it, that there's power creep and then there's boredom creep, right? People will not play a deck if they get bored of it. Ares, the Labyrinth Butler here, is finally making some moves. You got House of Savages here with the quick copy at 85, then 100, 125, 130. These were 80s here, but now they've, you know, slowly gone up. The CR Arianas are also really low on listings. You got 70 here, 88. That's not a lot. Oh, what is this? Lovely's completely bought out, 45 going up to 80s. Yeah, no thank you there. No thank you. What's Big Welcomes at? Out of pure curiosity. 25. Okay, that's quite low, actually. So, SP Little Knight here, Age of Overlord. These are what, 120 today? 120, you know. 121, 122 here. I mean, it's low night. That's what it's popping at. Sometimes it's 100, sometimes it's 140. Is what it is. We have about 5 months until this card gets reprinted. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Then maybe it'll be in Rarity Collection 3. And then Visa Samsara. This card I want to look at. 15 listings. A lot of people, they do like Vanadium. I don't know where the Vanadium hate really came from, to be perfectly honest with you here. The deck just dies to draw. That's like the biggest offense it's done to people, besides look cool. I know I'm not a Vanadium player, by the way, but I've considered picking up the deck, but I just didn't care. $35, $41 here for these, but second page is looking kind of low. I clicked this because I had low listings, so that will be the market watch. Just remember to smash that like button, subscribe. Let me know what cards we're going over in the comment section of the next market watch. I love it when you guys give me suggestions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.